this is Nika from music project Nika and Friends. Today I'm not going to talk about music, but some other very important topics. First of all, before I start, please forgive me my English. It's not my language. It's not even the language I am really studying. I'm studying several other languages, but English is not the one. Autism and Asperger disorder. Today I will only start this topic because it's a huge topic, and as a mother of autistic child, I have a very rich experience in this field, especially that I don't know how about the situation in your countries, but in my country, which is Poland, there is actually nothing offered by the state. But I think it's not only the problem of my country. I think in general there is nothing offered by medicine to support our kids, So me as an extremely creative person, I knew I must do something to help my kid, especially that I'm a single mother. So my whole life I know that if I pass away, he must survive by himself. So I really must do something for him. So that's the position from which I'm going to touch this problem. I am recording this speech because my son had made an extraordinary progress in last 1 or 2 years. And I want to tell you how we did it, this progress. Because if he could do it, also your kid can do it. And the method which had helped him and can help you or your kid, I'm talking about subliminal suggestions. The method is technically super simple, super easy, no big deal. The point is to create those suggestions this way that they will work, because suggestions can be super effective or not effective at all. And this we will be talking about, maybe not exactly in this video because I think I will just start this topic, but if you are interested in my story, I can tell a lot about my past experiences, which is very rich actually. Yeah, it is. We are talking about suggestions which are supposed to slip into your or your kid's subconscious, depending whom we are going to help. To make them really effective, there are several conditions we need to fulfill to make them effective. But first of all, we need to define or redefine the problem. So today I will focus on studying problems, but studying is not the matter of intellect itself. Cognitive progress is more a matter of relations, building relations than IQ. Or so you may say that your kid, although he's autistic or Asperger disorder, he's very good at school, so what am I talking about? But yet probably you will agree that he doesn't understand society. Yes, there are some borders in his understanding, and that's what I'm going to talk about. The first assumption we need to make is that everyone is interested only in himself. And our ability to be interested in others, other people, other topics, various fields, works as long as the object, the person, finds the connection with himself, finds his own aspects in another person, in another field. That was the first assumption I made. to start building the effective suggestions for my kid. His problem was that since childhood he has never been interested in what other kids are doing. He was never playing around with other kids. He never found any common topics with other kids. He hated watching cartoons, or he never read kids books. Yeah, he was always he always used to make some very simple activities, like again and again he was stuck on just doing something very very simple. And yeah, and hated books, hated TV, games, sports, and had no topics to talk about with other kids. So the first incredible change which happened was when I recorded a suggestion for him that the books are about him, that movies are about him, that he can find himself in a movie, a character, or in a novel. It was, the results were amazing. In the age of 18, until the age of 18, he haven't read almost any book. Yeah, there was one period in his life that he read books, and then he stopped again and never again. And it was just maybe half a year, a short period of time that he wanted to read books. That yeah, and then never again and never before. But he never ever watched any movie. You know, forcing him to watch movie was horror. Was like, come on, that's a very super interesting movie. Hey, let's watch together. And he was sitting like, must I? And it was so funny, you know, like forcing him to watch a movie. So he sat next to me and like, so I must watch the movie. Must I? Like, he was forcing himself to, you know, to keep the face towards the TV screen, and after 2 minutes he was so tired. So I couldn't force him more than 5 minutes to watch any movie, or yeah, even the best movie or any TV program. Yeah, nothing. And also never he watched any cartoons as a child. And after just only this simple suggestion that the movies and the books are about him, that there is some relation between him, personally him, and the book, that he can find his own story in the book, that he can find his own problems in the movie. It changed his life completely. Completely. So before that, he never watched any movie and read just a few books in his life. And from that moment, yeah, he's reading books every day and he's watching movies and he find it interesting. Can you imagine what a huge, huge change for an autistic child? I really insisted on him reading books because as he never understood society, I really hoped, and I still hope, that from books he can start understanding people. And yes, he does. The conversation with him is so much different now comparing to what was before. Before he was just stuck to one very basic topic, and yeah, I can say that he was boring. And now I can talk about so many topics and he understands much, much more. I would even start being doubtful about his autism, and so is his doctor. Actually, that is our problem, that the doctor starts talking that maybe he's healthy and she must change diagnosis. A diagnosis is completely another topic. Yeah, I will get back to this for sure in another movie, another video. Okay, so I just mentioned just one suggestion which was super effective in case of my kid, and I think you can do the same if you have kid, or maybe yourself you feel somehow blocked, mm, not related with society, not related with the world, not related or not enough related with any field you want to study. So I'm not going to talk just all about autism. I don't know what's English correct pronunciation. I'm talking about building connections and relations with any field which you need. If you decided to study whatever, let's say medicine, architecture, you're very highly intellectually capable, let's assume. But yeah, still you may feel you may lose your enthusiasm after 1 2 years or whenever. So, and you feel that you have the impression that your capability is going down, or you start forgetting things, or you stop understanding, or you lose your interest, enthusiasm, whatever. So that's also for you. You should consider rebuilding your connections with this area, with this topic. Yeah, connection, personal connection, emotional relations. So what I want to say is that studying, making progress, intellectual development is much more about ability to create emotional relations, connections, than IQ and things like that. This is my first video I am recording in English. Before I had shooted a few videos in Japanese. I feel I feel quite uncomfortable and and very tense. So I think maybe today I will just finish at this point. But if only you want to hear more from me, please necessarily leave a comment. Just tell me. Yeah, go on. I think I can share a lot of experience, tell you many situations we are going through with my kid, and I want to share this with you because, like I said, he made an enormous progress, and I think your kid or you yourself can achieve these problems as well. And yeah, I wish you do. Yeah, if I see that you watch it and if you leave me a comment, go on with this topic or go on with another topic, because there are a few topics I can talk about. I have some knowledge and some experience I like to share. So what you leave me in the comments, which topics you want to develop, or what are your questions, tell me. Yeah, just type your questions. Yeah, I will I can make many videos. Okay, in the same time, I want to invite you to the website I have also launched. Yeah, the link is below the video. Um, why? Because I can much faster respond to, and first of all, I think if you want to tell something more, not just that, okay, go on with this topic. I think YouTube comments are space rather for such this kind of short comments like, yeah, go on, yeah, I'm interested, make the next video, or which topic you want me to focus on, this kind of messages. But for more discussion, I invite you to my website, and there you can tell me much more about your problem. You can ask more questions, and first of all, it's yeah, faster for me to respond, typing, than recording, shooting the next videos. But yeah, I will keep shooting videos if only you are interested in this topic, by me, if you want to hear more stories from me. Okay, so I have invited you um, to my website. And okay, just a few words about what is this channel about. This channel is basically, is not my channel, is actually is the channel of my autistic son. It's a channel for him to develop his studying languages. So do I, and I study rather Asian languages. He studies European languages. So it's like for him to practice, and you can find, mainly you will find the videos from our journeys, travels around the world, um, some videos of cars, and you can also see my kid. You can see the happy face of a young person, young man, who used to be very sick child, and now he's much better. Just watch his videos. Okay, you can see him in um, fitness videos. Yeah, even today after I finish this speech, we will shoot some videos of him. He will present some exercises for probably for belly. Today we will, yeah. And that's also interesting story about those videos, his videos, because why are we shooting those videos? It's because sport was the most hated field for him. It was his weakest point. So it's also one of the rules I'd like to share with you. If you have a problematic child, okay, a child with some problems, to do something for the field which is the biggest problem for him, which is his weakest side. In the case of my kid, he has big problems with since childhood. He had a huge problem with motion coordination. Actually, many autistic kids, they do have this problem. So he hated sports, especially at school, because he was always the worst, and he suffered many bad words from other kids or from teachers. It was a disaster for him. I think that something which is the biggest problem for you or for your kid, try to make it almost professionally. Deal with your biggest problem. So, for example, in case of my kid, if sport and actually not sport itself because he is healthy, he is strong enough, but emotion coordination was his biggest problem. Then yeah, I talked with him and said, yeah, let's make presenting physical exercises your first job. Yeah, he's doing this as his first job because if more people will watch his videos, yeah, he can make his first money in his life. I know that maybe he's not making those exercises perfectly, but I don't need to have any remorse that what am I presenting to you, because those the exercises he is presenting, they are very good exercises. I've been making sports for my whole life, and those are exercises that which normally I'm making every day. I even try to always pick some uh, more rare exercises, not that obvious that everyone knows and make every day, but um, yeah, but also some discoveries. I really recommend you those series with my son presenting fitness. And of course, if you leave him like or any nice comment to encourage him to further work, I will be so grateful. I will make a playlist for my videos, so then you can yeah check this playlist. Yeah, please do. And necessarily leave me comment if you want to hear more from me, and what exactly, what topic, yeah. And of course, I'm waiting for you on my website. Yeah, see you.